from now on, you gotta guess.
Yo, I just
guess by everybody.
I feel like JP's cut off, bro. Hey, yo. What are you saying?
I can put you in. See, this is your song, Thomas, right? I'm gonna play my song, though.
Ethan was bumping this when I first met you.
I'm gonna play my song.
I can see the whole city from this balcony. Are you ready?
Oh, what?
I'm gonna play my John, nigga. Fuck on. Thomas, I'll tell you what.
Yo, what was that nigga used to play back in the day? You talk about your eyebrows, shoes on your feet.
Mike Posner.
Yeah. You remember that shit?
What?
You don't remember that dude?
Mike Posner?
Yeah.
Mike Posner, yeah. Yo, let's fly now.
No, I like that bounces around shit.
Yeah, Wolf is that other bag is too.
Yeah, he supposed to do it back in the day. He put me onto that.
Yeah, and then he went crazy. You see that shit?
You seen this? Jared's favorite song right here.
He went crazy, boy. And I was like trying to get you back on this shit though. You seen that recent shit he had?
I do love her though. She's bad. What up, world? Shout out to you guys in TV land. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow us on Instagram at The Show RI. Also follow us on Spotify, Stitcher, and Apple Music. This is Rhode Island's newest podcast where we talk about everything under the sun. Sports, music, life, relationship advice, it don't matter. But without further ado, I'm Jared.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jordan.
Thomas.
Keani.
Your boy Pig.
And shout out to the three amigos behind the camera, E, Iceberg, and my boy Elon, Snacks, Musk. And this is The Show.
Bright lights, my city got a gleam on it. So first before you rock, you gotta lean on it. You might see a dealer, a scrapper, a shooter, a rapper,
Fellas. Great to see you guys. Great to see you guys. Always happy to see you guys.
It is a pleasure.
Before we start, I definitely want to send my condolences to the 6 people that lost their lives this week, to the tragic school shooting. I want to say rest in peace. So sorry for your loss, and you know what I'm saying? I would like to take like a 5 second, or you know what I'm saying, 5 second moment of silence if you guys wouldn't mind. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Fellas, how was your week?
Long.
Stressful? Tell us about it, man. Tell us about it, bro.
It's the weather, because I feel the same shit.
It's work,
Stressful. Tell us about it.
Nah,
Get it off your chest, G.
just ended the quarter, just work. Ended the quarter, ended the fucking end of the month. A lot of shit to do, a lot of work to do. Not enough time.
Oh, like the old heads used to say, bro, you still alive and you here, so.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
Every day.
I wasn't even gonna say that, but I like that, cause I like that. Niggas do get shot every day. You tough, you be alright. You be alright, B. You tough. Give me some chips. Oh, they got the chips over there.
You know Snacks got the snacks.
Yo, you tough. You be alright, B.
He's the snacking skinny motherfucker I've ever met in my life.
Nigga come with a grocery bag.
Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well.
For real, you guys, have you guys checked out the women's Final Four?
LSU, fuck you talking about?
LSU and Iowa for the national championship.
Yeah.
I think they play on Sunday, which will be tomorrow.
Nah, man. Big LSU. Big LSU.
I'm going for LSU, but that girl from Iowa, yo, she's a shit talker. I can't remember her name. It's like Christy something, but she's a shit. Christy Clark. You see what she did? That girl was setting up from South Carolina at the top of the key. She goes and just backed off from her because she knew she wasn't going to shoot it. I was like, damn, that's disrespectful, G. We're going to have to fight after the game.
They got to see LSU.
LSU, they talking about bring me already. Big time.
I mean, listen, I don't jump the gun like that.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
ain't
going
put
with
that energy
LSU.
out there in the air.
No, they draw a ring on their finger for motivation. So they look down and say that's for your goal, your end goal.
I haven't watched too much of the LSU team, but I saw a clip of that girls team you were just talking about, and they beat South Carolina. They was on a 42 game win streak, and they beat them.
Okay.
So I
You
feel
like
like,
last game.
huh?
It's any given day in sports, man.
That's true, but you never know what's gonna happen.
I still got
Never know what's
LSU.
gonna
Any given
happen.
day means.
That's what I was about to say.
I
Shit.
still got LSU
Yeah,
though.
give it
I was gonna say
Sunday.
that's why.
Still got
I think
LSU.
I'm putting
Shit.
that
You know what I mean?
So should that old statement still ring? Like fucking, it don't matter what they're ranked, you still got a ball.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's grass on the infield, you got to play ball. Like,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
sports. It's sports. Any given day in sports,
Yeah, that's just like
bro.
when they used to tell you size don't matter.
You know,
Shit.
you should know this. Y'all three should know this. Y'all all Patriot fans. Any given day, bro.
Was that a shot?
Yes. Big shot. Big Glock shot.
That was a shot.
Undefeated? Wait, no. Okay.
Never won one? No.
Tony don't even know what to say right now.
Pissed that the Bengals fan is talking.
I don't know why he's talking about. I don't have a team, so I can throw my shots.
What are you talking about? My team's relevant, so you know.
I don't have a team. I can throw my shots. You know what I mean?
My team's relevant.
I shoot everybody.
They're relevant at losing.
When it comes
Your
to
team,
I
your,
mean,
your team
they're
is
relevant.
Your
relevant.
team, like you said, you only as good as your last game, right?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't even make the playoffs.
your
But
last
y'all didn't
game
even make
you
the
lost in
playoffs.
the
But your
playoffs.
last game you lost, so you can't even say that.
Technically,
Can't say
technically,
Don't matter. You
can't
still
even
made it
say
further
that.
than them.
Hey, nigga,
I'd rather take.
You lost
Bengals
after them. You
Bengals
guys
is
lost
known-
well before us.
That's a big fact.
I'd rather
Exactly.
take.
But
I'd rather
y'all-
take dynasty
no.
over
We
relevancy.
ain't talking about your 5-year, 10-year-old championship. We're talking about right now.
But we talking
Yeah,
about
it is
Be in
about
the
right
present.
now.
It's 2020.
It is about right
It's
now.
2023.
And you got
2023.
superstars that can't win.
Hold on, huh?
What do you mean? We got guys on rookie contracts about to
2023.
Still
All right,
can't
hold
win.
on. So I know we're talking about football, but
Yeah, hold on.
what's your Heat doing right now? What's your Heat doing right now?
Trash.
Not too well. Don't
He took it like a G.
Need a
though. He
point
took it like
guard.
a
But
G.
yo,
Need a
Jason
point
Tatum
guard.
got a
So what?
signature shoe
We
and
were just talking
fruit snacks
football. You
that
trying to
came out.
take a jab at basketball?
I got switching up on you real quick.
And fruit snacks, dog.
And fruit snacks, dog.
Get whopped by the
Signature
fucking
shoe.
Bucks. What are you
And
talking
fruit
about?
And fruit snacks.
Like
Fruit
your-
snacks.
like
He
your-
got his own fruit snack.
Like
company.
your
Fruit snacks.
typical Patriot fans, y'all always revert to something else.
Yo,
Y'all always revert to the other ball.
I was ready to say what I had.
Hey, you know what? I want to take it back to women's basketball though. Why we divert from women's basketball?
Hold on, before you go back to that.
We ended up on basketball. It just wasn't women's basketball.
The Bengals are only known for having the cleanest trophy room.
There's like 10 other teams that haven't won a fucking championship.
Yeah, but
There's a Dusty.
like I said,
I mean, yours
Final Four, WNBA. I mean not WNBA. The college for the women's. I'm going with LSU.
I'm going to LSU too.
Yeah,
Right,
sure,
that's the
LSU.
question I wanted to ask too.
What's that?
About like, I feel like women's NCAA basketball is far more popular than the WNBA, and I was just wondering what y'all think about that. Like, I think it's more popular because I think it's a better game than what you see in the WNBA.
I feel like
It's a
college-
faster paced game than you see in the W. I think everything there is slow paced, a little bit more slow paced.
See, I don't want to sound stupid and give my opinion and sound dumb because I don't really watch the WNBA, but I do.
Nobody
watch
does.
women's basketball.
I do. What do you mean nobody does?
I'm
You're
a
like
fall
one
back
of
'cause
their
I
like
don't-
5 fans.
So what?
I think they should lower
Nah,
the
women's
rim and be
basketball
able to
is
have them
dope.
dunk.
They're nice, but I just don't follow a team, so I don't know.
Yo, y'all let me know if y'all
Outside of
watch
Brittany Griner is not dunk.
women's basketball, man.
I don't even.
I do like Elizabeth Cam Bage. She played for the Aces and then she got traded to the Sparks. She was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the center. She was nice.
So to in my opinion, to answer your question, I think it's gonna always be bigger when we're talking about college sports and female sports when it comes to professional, because college is bigger in itself.
It's a bigger
I mean,
conglomerate.
when you watch college, you see from the student section to the actual college fans, then you have the alumni that still comes back to watch those games and all of that. So it's gonna always be, for me, in that perspective, when it comes to the women's basketball, women's sports, period. college gonna always have a bigger crowd because there's more people going to watch that game. Period.
Would it be more sponsorships behind women's basketball too in college than it would be in the WNBA? Like when it comes down to like these like Final Four tournaments and shit like that.
Would it be more sponsorships?
Like you think like do you think the more sponsors get behind women's college basketball than they do the WNBA? That's why they're not as big as you would say women's college basketball.
Well, I kind of can revert back to the alumni.
Yeah, I was gonna say that same shit.
You know, you got alumni in colleges that gives back.
Yeah, like bills,
Like
like
millions.
millions.
Like Odell Beckham when he went to that college football.
What about Oprah? Fuck Odell Beckham. I'm talking about big. Like I mean,
Yeah.
so listen, you know what I mean? Like we got so when you got them alumni that's giving back to colleges. They can't lose, especially if the sports or they have some type of something in that college is doing great. That college can just like PC.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I would say after Ryan Gomes, PC went. They wasn't like what they are now, and then Cooley came. Mm-hmm. I mean, money just.
They had moments though.
They had
with Chris Dunn, who's a top 5 pick.
But the team in itself, it was done. You just said Chris Dunn, but
it was one and done.
It was
Bryce Cotton over there. All these guys played in the NBA.
The next, bro. All right, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I get what
You're saying specific people. I'm talking about the school in itself. Yeah. When Ed Cooley got there, that revenue to PC, started coming in. Motherfuckers wanted to go to PC to play ball.
Yeah,
you started to go to PC to watch the games again.
I mean,
a Providence kid coming to coach the
you know what
hometown
I mean?
college, like hell yeah, getting behind that. I can see that.
So it was more, you know, but the WNBA, I mean, women's sports, I think the way that they can get a super duper endorsement, they got to start dunking, man.
That's what Shaq said. Shaq said lower the rim about 9 feet, to 9 feet. To 9 feet, and let them actually dunk. That will get more revenue and people to draw in.
So what is them at like 6 something? How come they can't dunk?
Not all of them are though.
I said most.
I don't know about the lower the rim or you know what I mean, but they gotta get some dunks in there or finding more. You know what's crazy? If the women's basketball start to incorporate, you guys remember N1?
Yeah.
Them moves and shit. Oh, they gonna get some money.
Oh, they get spicy with it.
If they start getting off their head back to me, all of that shit,
off the Yeezys and shit, around the world,
all of that,
more street ball,
more street ballish. Cause it'd be more. You don't think it'd be more eye candy?
Maybe.
If a chick break down to do the Al Iverson, that shit where he used to spin on the ground and get back up and then you not about to check and see if she ever did that shit again.
Yeah.
You about to what is? Come on, man! Like Sham got
it
my gosh!
It would definitely be more views.
Yeah.
Yo, now that you're talking about it,
they're fun.
It's all for the better.
Whereas they're more, it's like they're more Tim Dunkish.
Yeah, exactly.
More Tim Dunkish.
Mr. Fundamental.
Yeah.
Make it versus like the men's league where they can have that really like street ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got that. They can start incorporating that type of shit, where it's not saying going crazy where the shit's illegal, but doing the shit like I say that Allen Iverson, that Jamal Crawford type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ball game.
That Jordan Johnson type shit.
Man, you little arm motherfucker ain't got no motherfucking.
You know what's crazy, bro?
Nigga.
Speaking of N1, we don't really like. You know what's crazy? I watch a lot of like the street ball YouTube dudes that be playing on YouTube and shit.
Yep.
You don't see a lot of dudes getting spicy like how back in the day when we used to go to Howden Street Park and see FSC dudes doing like N1 moves and shit like that. You don't really see that shit no more like that.
Niggas that carry guns down to the courts. If a nigga get hit off,
like Nick Briz don't be doing that shit yeah.
Nigga but off the head on the court, nigga, everybody like, what the fuck?
Go to his bag. Can you say that question again?
I was saying,
Or the statement rather.
I'm saying when I watch when I watch a lot of street basketball on YouTube now.
Okay, all right.
A lot of those dudes like they go to the court and they're actually playing ball like how technically you're supposed to play ball. You don't see a lot of them get like spicy like how it was like back in the day like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, the game's changed.
Oh, it definitely did.
You know, now it's about the 3 and the dunk.
Oh, yo, these dudes be pulling up from half court. It'd be crazy, guys. Be like, damn.
It's about that and that vert game now. You know, I mean, the handle still be there on certain, but it's about flying.
I feel like what they do now more with the crossover, they're trying to set up their shot. So they're trying to either get separation and make the shot, or
that's just telling me you don't got a crossover because that's what a crossover's supposed to do. Period, and set up your shot. But what, whatever.
Hey, I'll be honest. You get me inside the 3-point line, I'm butter. Out behind the 3-point line, and not my range, G.
It was at this moment he knew.
Scouting report.
I'm all inside.
Scouting report.
He butter inside.
I'm butter. You gotta stop me though. And I play defense like a savage. So
Yeah,
he played defense like a savage.
go ahead.
why are you talking about this?
Thomas, you can
None
stop.
of us gotten together. Come on.
None of us gotten together.
Guys, it's been
You
me,
together
Jordan.
every
Like to play
Sunday.
basketball.
It's been me,
They
Jordan, and
play
Pig, and you guys didn't want that smoke.
What do you mean? I had a ball last week, and I was like, let's ball.
I don't care about
I
what
said it the
you
week
said.
before.
You're not a threat, Keani.
Tomorrow,
Yeah, I'm not worried about
Alright,
what
we'll
you're
see.
gonna do,
What's
Keani. You're not a
busy
threat.
tomorrow? Are you busy tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
I would like Tony to come.
I wasn't cutting the tree down.
So we
He's here
can cut
tomorrow.
up after.
You want to just come to
We don't
play
even
basketball?
I'm working.
I had to cut a tree.
Ah, you keep disrespecting
gotta
me.
turn you down.
Fuck me.
That was one time. It was one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta run something so I can get y'all to stop talking about this.
Why?
Thomas, you are not
so I
nice,
can
dog.
end this.
So you can end this.
Cause you can end this. You ball hogging
so you saying you
motherfucker.
guys are trash.
Yo, don't even trust this nigga, Franklin.
Keep talking all this shit, or we gonna see.
Yo, Iceberg, don't trust him. Don't trust him. Listen to their first words. He said, I'm gonna make sure.
That's how I want to see it.
You can't tell me, bro.
Ball
I seen you
hog.
play with kids, bro.
And Kiani's a cherry picker.
Kids, bro. That's
Hey,
not
but
grown
don't
folks.
disrespect me.
I seen you play with kids.
Don't
man. Stop
disrespect
talking.
me. I don't want to high five you now.
Alright,
I can't do this.
109, man. Stop playing with this, man.
Shit.
But shit, boys.
That was just bullshit.
Jagger, one more time disrespect me. I'm asking for a one-on-one.
Guys,
Damn, Jared.
what you said? One-on-one what?
Basketball.
Basketball.
You got one more time to disrespect
Oh,
him,
bro.
You get a
You
one-on-one
don't
at that, dude.
You don't want that. You probably come with knee
Niggas
pads.
don't want that smoke.
Yo, let us know in the
You
comments.
trying to
if you
play
wanna see that.
football, playing basketball? You trying to play slam ball now?
You come on the court.
You gonna come out here trying to put me
You
through
gonna
a
come on
wall?
the court dressed like Bill Walton,
Can you
bro.
imagine that,
Walking
nigga?
off the court, guy. I'm like, nah,
Jared and
dude, I'm
Keanu on
not doing it.
trampoline court playing Oh, them niggas are getting double bounce like a motherfucker.
Yo, guys, I got one question for you guys.
You got more than one question.
I definitely got more than one question. Definitely got more than one question. But guys, we talk about sports all the time,
No.
right?
We
But
do?
What do you guys? What are the attributes? What does? I'm sorry.
Today, Junior.
See?
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight
Today, Junior.
What attributes does someone have to be considered the GOAT? In you guys' opinion?
And what?
In
What attributes?
In sports?
in sports.
In sports.
In sports. I said sports the first time. That's why I figured you guys were gonna flow with it.
So your attributes or
Like what
Well,
thing?
accolades, attributes.
Like there might be
Depends on what
some
you're
guys
talking
who
about.
don't have championships that you might say is the GOAT. That like he was nice at his spot or his position. Like he's the greatest. He might have been on a bum ass team, but he was the greatest center on the. You know what I mean? In your opinion?
My opinion, I feel to be considered a GOAT, you gotta have the numbers and the rings to show for it.
I mean, again, it goes
That's
back
me.
to what sport. Like if you're talking about like individual sports, like
You select the sport.
like an MMA, you need to have the title defenses, the championships, the certain amount of wins or whatever it is to also, and you're gonna have the competition that you face. You know what I'm saying? Who you beat matters too.
Well, that's pretty much
Who you beat and when you beat them matters.
Yeah. Like in all sports, like pretty much you're saying like in order to be considered a GOAT, you gotta have the championships, you gotta have the records, you gotta.
Like for me, in like with football, it's like I think the championships, or even because to me football is the ultimate team sport.
Yes.
So I think that.
But at the same time,
I don't think rings can matter, but they don't need. They shouldn't be weighed as heavy as they are for a lot of people.
Yeah, but if you notice, all the greats have that one thing, that drive that makes them want to be the greatest. Like constantly in the practice, you know what I mean?
But
first in, last out. Like Kobe had it, MJ had it, Tom Brady had it,
basketball team.
Wayne Gretzky had
2-3 players.
Yeah, but there's also like he's saying, there's that dog that's in each player that separates them from everybody else.
Like the two greatest left tackles in my opinion played for shitty teams and never won. Anthony Munoz and Joe Thomas.
Yeah, one played for the Browns and one played for the Bengals.
Yeah, two greatest left tackles to ever play the game. Widely known as the two greatest left tackles.
Anthony Munoz, yeah, and some people might debate Joe Thomas, but I agree with you.
Some people debate Joe Thomas.
Anthony Munoz is definitely us. He's definitely a content like a I give you that hands down.
But he had the drive to win. He just played on teams that didn't win. I mean, he made it to one Super Bowl with Ken Anderson.
Yeah.
Was he on the team with Boomer Esiason? I don't think so. I think he retired by that. But you know,
what about Orlando Brown and Orlando Pace and shit like that?
What is that? Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown played basketball?
Orlando Brown Jr.?
What's his?
The Bengals left tackle?
Yeah, the left tackle.
Orlando Brown Jr.?
No, the senior, the one that played for the Browns.
His father played for
he was a beast.
And he played for the Ravens.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I was just saying that because he just signed with the Bengals.
And Orlando Pace, too.
He took less money to go to the Bengals, too.
Mm-hmm.
So those are good left tackles. Great left tackles. They won,
but they're not the greatest.
Well, one.
Brown was greatest, and they're still not better than Munoz, in my opinion.
So you're saying, depending on the sport, or you're saying the accolades matter?
Well, no, I was just asking him like where he was.
No, but I'm asking you how do you feel?
Oh, see, with me, I like what Tony said. Like you have to have that that standout, like that character. But also, I don't feel like it should be like records to be considered a GOAT. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be at the top of your game. So that means you would be the champ, the number one. So I feel like it would be.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to be number one center. You could be number one center on a shitty team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So in that, if you're going, that's position wise, right? So yeah. So I don't know. I guess you would say it's hard, but I would definitely say like you would have to have like, even if you're a center, you would have to. There's something as a center that you, whether it's I had the least snaps, like shit like that. Like,
you need hardly any sacks. Fucking, you need to go to the Pro Bowl. All that shit, all pro.
So you would need all those accolades, records, and stats
for those positions.
You don't have to necessarily have. I get it. You don't have to have the championships. All right, you guys open my eyes. See, I was just gonna say I feel like it's somewhat records, but
for those positions, you need the accolades, the Pro Bowls, the All Pros. You know what I mean? How many consecutive years you've done it? Did you get other awards as a player? Those type of things, but like. A quarterback, it's great if he has those things too, but championships is mainly what matters for them.
You can weigh championships heavier with quarterbacks. I still think it's weighted more than it should be, but at the same time, it is, out of all the positions in football, that's probably the one you could probably weigh the most. The position you can use the most for championships. But again, it's still you need a team at the end of the day to win anything in this league.
So, what do you think?
I kind of agree with Tony, but I was gonna say, I was like, and you as a Colts fan, so you kind of use this example.
I wasn't a Colts fan.
You're a Peyton Manning fan.
Don't do that.
Could Peyton Manning, before he won a Super Bowl with the Colts, would he be in a GOAT contention at that time with the record-breaking pace he was setting in that? Yes. At the time he did win a championship.
My opinion, yes.
So I feel like it necessarily depend like
Dan Marino's in that conversation. He's never won a
if
championship.
you didn't win it just because you, I feel like a championship really don't define if you're a GOAT. Like that's what I would basically go with.
There's a lot of niggas that ride him.
That's a basic. Without stuttering, it sounded dumb. That's how I get the answer.
I kind of understand. So before I give my, did you give yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I give my opinion, I want to ask you guys: do you think that if you're going off position, do you think that using the word GOAT is biased? Because you in the same sport, you guys have two different perspectives on who can be a GOAT in the same sport, right? So do you think that for some, using the word or saying the word towards certain people is biased?
Maybe because of position wise?
Because of the quote unquote position? Because my feeling is that football would probably be the only sport in which you can say, oh, a guy if he don't got chips, it don't matter. He did this, he did that. That has to be the only sport that you can say, possibly baseball.
I was just thinking baseball.
Baseball also.
Probably too. Well, Charles Barkley didn't win a chip, but could some
Is
people?
he the greatest power forward?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So once again,
you're right. Well, I was just saying because he's a Hall of Famer. He's
Hall of Famers. There's a lot of Hall of Famers. There's a lot of Hall of Famers. Mm-hmm. But I do agree with you guys as far as certain positions. My perspective is the greatest of all time when it comes to running back has never won a championship. Barry Sanders. So I feel that way. But that's probably the only sport I can.
Yeah, football.
I will go like that.
Because boxing, in order to be the greatest, you have to have I wouldn't say multiple belts, but you have to have
To an individual, you can track that easier as an individual.
The reason why people think Barry Sanders is the greatest though, because he got on the field and he gave you that wow factor, like, oh man.
He also played with the shittiest one.
Yeah, but like he played with the shittiest line and he made them look like fools.
Yo, but it's crazy because when you have 11 dudes on defense coming to take your head off, and you got your 5 linemen looking at you while you're running the ball, like, and you're doing what you do, like
all you guys gotta understand is
still finished top 3, and he could have went
4th and 57. Toss.
Yeah.
Toss.
That's all they had. Toss.
Toss
like, right, toss.
I mean, anything's possible. There's a great chance he gonna get the first down on 4th and 30. Let's toss.
With him, you can make that.
Even the receiver, the quarterback would say hike. He would pitch the ball off to Barry. Even the receivers would like supposed to sell the route. You know what I'm saying? We're like, yeah, man, let's see how he fucking does. Like, bro, come fucking hit somebody, bro. What you doing?
Block for me.
Yeah. So I want to go back to your boxing. What do you think makes boxing the GOAT boxers?
Well, like I said this earlier. Like with MMA, it's like you need to have obviously the accolades, and the individual accolades there are championship. What you mean by that? You need to win the championship in.
But wait. What do you mean by individual accolades? Boxing is
that's what I'm saying. It's an individual sport. So so those accolades are individual. The championships are individual.
Okay.
Whereas in football, a championship is a team. That's how I've always said how I view it.
Okay.
So with boxing, MMA, your accolades are all individual.
Right. Now
so you're a championship.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And then
agree.
it's about who you faced. If you want to be considered one of the GOATs,
definitely about who you faced.
It's about who you faced and when you faced them.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Yes, sir.
So I seen a thing with Roy Jones today where he was saying in today's world of boxing, he goes, the difference between us, we fought the person we wanted to fight the best person. He goes, nowadays these dudes don't want to fight the best people. They don't want to You know what I'm saying? Because they in this sport, you know either you're gonna take that shot or not. Any shot can knock you out. He goes, you should still fight the best person. It comes with the sport.
I think you should be doing that too.
Facts.
Everybody's just trying to keep their record undefeated.
Yeah. Some also you gotta. If it don't make sense, it don't make. I mean, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So.
But in order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. No.
Whose eyes though? Because depending on who you talking about, they might think somebody else the best.
Honestly, too, though, with the whole, what you just said about the money, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. A guy I could face is like some of the guys think about it too. It's like, yeah, this guy might be the better fighter, but we'll just say one guy's ranked 3rd and the other guy's ranked 10th. But the guy who's ranked 10th will have a bigger draw because they bring more. They sell the fight better with you. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to sell the fight better. You'll be able to make more money off of that. So you go for the guy who's ranked 10th versus the guy who's ranked 3rd because he's gonna make you more money.
But is it the sports about money or is it about being the best? Going for that title, like fighting who got the title.
Remember, we talking about nowadays, man.
Well,
if you, that's what I'm saying, and that's how a lot of guys are business mindset nowadays too. In that aspect of like, yo, if I want to make money, say you already won your championships, cool. I won my championships. Now I just want to make money. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight, but also you're also thinking about, I don't have. When's my next big pay coming from? Oh, this is gonna be a bigger payday, and I'm working towards the tail end of my career.
See, I think in that aspect, if we're talking about basketball and football and soccer and baseball, then yeah, because you have so many teams with so many games you have to play to win that great achievement.
Yeah.
So I can see why in those sports, once they get that ring, there's like, all right, I got this ring now. I mean, go get this bag. Or if I'm closer to being done with this, I'm gonna go where, like football, I'm gonna go where I can retire, shit like that. Tom Brady. Cause
Oh my bad, I just got burned.
nigga.
Damn, I thought
Fuck, nigga.
What we gotta do?
Fuck me up.
Don't mention time, nigga.
But yeah, I think in those sports, once they get the ring, I don't, not all of them, but they don't be minding to go to lead their team that they got their ring from. If the bag, I mean, look at the Chiefs. Did they just give up like 2-3 people?
Look at Tyreek Hill left.
Juju.
Tyreek Hill left them.
Orlando Brown.
Yeah, so and they all got bags.
Yeah.
They all got bags.
Actually,
So
Orlando Brown was left. It took less money.
But you could tell that with him, it's more than money. It's about football. He wants to win championships.
He wants to play left tackle.
The championship with the Chiefs.
He did, but
The Chiefs said, I believe from what I heard, the Chiefs said that they want him to go back to right tackle, and he wants to play left tackle. He made a
That's where the
promise to
money's
his
at.
dad. Well, yeah, that gap is closing fast.
what gap?
Left
The gap
tackle's
between
where
left
the money's
tackle
at.
and
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
Hell no.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
I'll find the averages between them. It's closing.
Bro.
Put it this way,
Into that next best
Mike
left,
Mitchie just got
left,
17
that
million.
left, was
He's
it
an
left
average
guard, left tackle?
left tackle.
Until that next best left tackle come out the scene, and then that big pay gonna separate them again.
Cause Tyron Smith for a minute, he was that guy at left tackle. Him, fucking Michael, was it Michael Yonda? Am I not mistaken, Kiani?
Yonder played guard.
Oh well.
What was the old boy from the Cowboys?
Oh, Tyron Smith.
That's Tyron Smith. The best left tackle in football right now is Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Laramie
Yes.
Tunsil just got paid.
Trent Williams, yeah. Trent Williams is him, and I think
Laramie Tunsil's probably top 3.
is Lance Johnson a right tackle?
Lane Johnson,
Lane Johnson is he
right tackle.
right tackle? Okay. I'll say he's nice too. He's
But yeah,
dirty.
Left
No,
tackle.
my Alada is their left tackle.
Money, 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 money.
Bro, no quarterback wants to end up like Joe Theismann did.
I'm gonna end up like Andrew Luck.
No
We wanna go
quarterback.
recent, man.
No quarterback wants to do that.
Yeah.
So
Left tackle's where the money's at. Let's be honest. And I don't
Mike
want to bring.
McGlinchey just got $17 million per year.
And what did the left tackle get?
Orlando Brown got paid $16 million per
That's
year.
because he took less money. He decided
Because
to
they
do
wanted
that.
to pay him $20 million to go play right tackle. He didn't want to play right tackle. Jawan Taylor, who's a right tackle, just got paid $20 million.
Yo, can we find out who the top left and right tackle, please?
What they get paid?
You got Sports Trek and you got
Yo, you think that would change?
What's that?
no, it's not gonna
Like
change.
left tackle.
But I mean,
no, I'm saying left
Bro.
tackle.
I don't want to bring it back to the Patriots, but fucking look at Trent Brown. He was getting paid as a right tackle. When he got moved to left, he got pissed off and didn't really want to play. He started acting hurt.
well, some people don't want because that's a lot of responsibility.
Because he
Other
knows
than
there's
this-
supposed to be a lot of money coming.
Don't get me wrong. All 5 of those men have a big
Alright,
responsibility.
hold on.
The highest paid right tackle is Lane Johnson with $80,750,000.
That's what his contract was worth.
Yeah.
I told you, Lane Johnson's a beast.
What we got for the
Eagles.
left tackle?
We talking about average per year? Or we talking about the biggest?
Man,
contract?
Home just said everything just there.
He just said the
What you
biggest
mean?
contract.
So
Highest
the
paid
highest
left
paid
tackle.
average
All right, highest paid left tackle.
Is Laramie Tunsil for the Texans, 75 million.
So if you go off AAV,
And the one from the right tackle, he just got that money, right?
What was the years on
Larry
those?
Tunsil just got that money.
Who?
No, I think
Who's the left tackle?
Pig was saying the right
Larry
tackle. So you
Tunsil
talking
was
about
less
Lane
years?
Johnson.
Oh, Lane Johnson got the but they got it with like a couple weeks apart.
I'm just. All I asked was, did he just get the money?
Yeah, but I'm saying both of them did. Both
You
of them
about to
did.
kill me? No.
No, you're right. Lane Johnson
But
did just get.
Like I said, no quarterback wants to drop back either right hand or left hand, and their
No,
their
it's not
blind
either.
side.
It's not
Actually,
either.
the top right tackle was making
Well,
96.
the right-
his
It's
contract
right.
was
Well,
That's
yeah.
why. That's
Well,
why.
no
that's
quarterback
sports
wants
track.
their blind side not fucking
Huh?
well protected.
Mike, what up,
25
Mike?
million was
Yeah,
Tunsil.
96.
Highest paid contract.
Mike.
But we went
He
with
makes
total.
19 million,
We
yeah.
went with total value.
You heard?
So all their contracts.
Tunsil was 25 a year.
Lane Johnson was 20 million, 187.
Oh, let me tell you something. A franchise is always gonna pay that.
That means that Lane had more years than Tunsil did.
He gets paid. The highest paid left tackle, right tackle gets paid 19 million per year. Highest paid right tackle
He
gets
just
paid
told you
23.
Lane Johnson
I
gets
literally
paid.
just told you, and it was more.
He gets paid $20 million a year. He just told you that.
I'm going off of what they use as Sports Track and over the cap. I don't.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to.
Well,
All right. Well, they give.
like
me
I
money.
said, the quarterback is gonna want a fucking stud at that left tackle because he don't want to drop back and get murdered every play. No one wants that. Sorry, it's my opinion.
I ain't disagreeing with you.
But guys, let's switch it up real fast. I want to ask you guys a personal question. Who or what shaped you as a person today? I mean, to make you the person you are today.
I'll let y'all go first.
I feel like it was a nice personal question to give our viewers a little.
Thomas, you wanna go?
Yeah. I'd say everybody I've been around, like throughout my entire life, I really feel like I picked up, behaviors, traits, characteristics from everybody I've come across, and so based on my morals and standards, I try to base my behavior off of the people I've seen, and I go from there.
I love that answer. That's a good answer right there.
Definitely a good answer. What you think? He in a zone over here thinking he about to give a Maya Angelou answer. What you got? Go ahead. What you got?
Nah. I would.
All right, there you go, Jordan.
See, I got a couple. I would say, obviously, my mom, my dad, grandparents, Jared, my sister, and then also I'd say like football, like pretty much like what Tom was saying, being around different people, you know what I mean, getting the vibe of different, like you would say, cultures, backgrounds, and you know what I mean, kind of build that brotherhood and then do it for so long, you know what I mean. And like Thomas said, you start to take on personalities, traits, and humors, but yeah.
Tony.
I would say life, the foundation comes from your parents and grandparents, and then, like what Thomas says, other people you meet in life, just you pick up shit along the way, and you, like I said, the foundation comes from the parents. You decide what you want to go with and not go with, and what you want to take and not take, and
the good and the bad.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's my brother, so I agree with everything he says, even down to the football aspect, like being around everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, you meet new people, just being around that shit. But I feel like the most important though is the football shit is hitting it there, because that shit can come and go. But realistically, the moral foundation that my parents and my grandparents set for us, and like, you know what I'm saying, I think I lean on that more than anything. Like, that's what I try to base on, like, who I am as a man off that. Like, you know what I'm saying, I can't do that because I can't let that one down. I got my brothers here, I can't let them down. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's how I feel. That's just me. What about you, P?
Shaping mode. Shaping mode would be my grandmother, grandfather, my mom, and I would say my aunts. I mean also uncles. But then it would be, for me, it would be because I grew up where I grew up and how I grew up, it would be a whole lot of the brothers I've grown up with, because, you know, unless you're around specific people or certain areas, you don't find too many people who can relate to how you relate, or, you know what I mean, have that conversation and know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they grew up in your, like,
in that bubble or that circle or whatever. So definitely those guys, man. I went to a lot of schools, so those fellas. And then I wouldn't say I wouldn't say you guys, football wise, you guys, I wouldn't say you guys shaped or molded me. What I would say is that you guys more so groomed me to become, and the other football brothers, but more so those that I, you know, grown to go past liking to love, that the grooming to become a better person. And then you got my kids, because, you know, I think that if you have when you do have kids, or not just kids, but when you're at that point where you're taking care of younger siblings, being nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, all your kids, you get to understand, you know, the shit that people take for granted. So I got a large tree, but it's different aspects of what you guys and what my moms and all of them did for me, you know. Can't really say my father. My father's aspect growing up, he gave me the athleticism I got. But yeah.
And the big ass hands.
Yeah. Whatever. But, you know, I can say, I've known you guys for a long time. Mm-hmm. Gentlemen in the back, I mean, I've known Ethan for a grip, Frank a little bit of a time, and Elon a short of a time. But I can say that you guys also, you know, it's all that brother shit, man. And, you know, when you find real people, you know that that means something, because that shit's not often, especially not in Rhode Island. Facebook, especially not in Rhode Island. These niggas is fake out here.
Yo, you guys have like a saying, like growing up, like whether it's like like a motto, like you had to live like not like live your life by, like but that your parents always told you, and it's like something like they made you repeat every day?
Hell no.
Shouldn't die.
I thought you said
Shit out of luck.
I thought you was about to go another way with the saying like a saying you used to say growing up or some shit. I was about to say,
Like,
hell
for
yeah,
instance,
Audi 5000.
Like my
Like you're
grandfather-
Audi 5000, my nigga. I see you, big.
No, like my grandfather every morning, like dropping me and Jared off for school, would always say like, "Sticks and stones may break your bones, and like words will never hurt you." And then
I mean, I heard
Because
that.
you guys used to get made fun of for your teeth.
I've heard that quote, but
What happened when they made fun of our teeth?
nah, nigga, that shit was
I
getting
don't
said
know.
because we were fighting too fucking much.
Exactly. You got
Because
punched in
niggas
your
was saying
teeth.
something about our gap.
You don't like our teeth. You get punched in your teeth.
Keep that shit to yourself, nigga. Like, the fuck you saying that? Think you gonna get away with it? I ain't pussy.
nah.
But it's like, yo, but then I think about it, yo, everything he just told me, I'm like,
I done had a
nah,
luxury
nigga,
of
the
that.
words you do kind of hurt.
My mom,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, my parents every time.
You're lucky you ain't kids now, because they got better jokes nowadays. Like,
these
yo,
kids are
what?
I didn't know fucking COVID was real until I knew fucking
What are you talking about?
your teeth had to get fucking social distancing.
Oh,
That's some shit kids would be
I
saying
ain't gonna lie,
nowadays.
Fuck out of me.
I'm telling
yo.
you lucky you ain't in school now, kid.
Jordan looked at him like
Them kids
it
is
was about a
This motherfucker
funny as
bugging.
fuck.
Yo,
That was a
I
kid
heard-
who
I
said
heard
that
that
shit on
joke that
TikTok.
time.
That shit was hilarious.
Kids,
It was on TikTok,
you say
yeah.
kids,
Right.
you say kids are cruel nowadays.
Oh man, they're
man, a kid-
horrible.
Man, yo, listen, a kid called me. He said, "Jared, you're just mad because your last name is Fatisby. Your name is Jared Fatisby." Nigga, I choked that nigga so fast. Nigga, my dad came in the office. He's like, "What happened?"
Yeah,
I
but
choked-
that, like
I
I'm
choked
saying,
him.
that
I
was
choked
the
him.
best that kid could come up with. Nowadays,
Yeah, that was
you
a
turn
cruel
your
joke.
name into like
The whole class laughed.
horrible. You would have been
Even the
saying, like,
teacher-
damn, I can't fucking
Even the
nothing.
teacher laughed. I was like, "Oh, you got the teacher laughing? Choke, suspended."
I mean, the only saying I've lived by since I was a kid was just closed mouths don't get fed. Always speak up. Use them words. And, you know, it looks like some people was using them negatively.
My parents always. Yo, my
always
parents.
about food, you know?
Until we was about like 12, 13, my parents used to be, we used to go to the store, they'd be like, yo, don't ask for nothing, don't look at nothing. Now recite the rule. We used to have to be like, act up, smacked up, don't start nothing, won't be nothing, act right before you get smacked right. No, I know you're embarrassed, but that's what we used to have to say.
Ho out here.
That's what we had to say.
Yeah, tell me, like, nigga, that's my childhood tragedy.
Yeah, and one day, yo, me and Jordan like 22, 23. My dad one day is like, yo, recite the rule for me. Look at that nigga like, what?
You recited that though.
No,
Yes, you did, nigga.
No,
I
I
was
didn't.
there, nigga.
Yeah, you were.
Fuck
No,
out
you
of
were.
here. I was. And you saying 23? I wasn't there.
Why you weren't there?
Where I was at then?
Because I texted you.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
You had that.
No, it wasn't. Nah, nigga. Nah, nigga.
You had that.
You said that shit.
You had the
said
L
it.
and you walked around.
It might have been at like a cookout or some
That
shit like
wasn't
that,
when I
but
go
you
there,
said
you
that
niggas
shit. Fuck out of here.
I need 5.
Act up, don't get like that. What the fuck is that? You
Damn.
just treating y'all niggas like dots.
Hella chicken over there.
Yeah, whatever. That's our father. We want us to do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit here and argue
We had
with
to
you.
thought it out. That's whatever.
Yeah, an accident. But
I don't think I ever answered that other question.
go ahead. What was the other question?
What was the question again?
We don't remember.
Nobody answered the question.
Who or what shaped you as? Oh,
That one. I didn't answer that one.
Oh, what you got?
What was it again?
Oh my god.
who or what shaped you to be the person you are today?
Gordon Ramsay.
The Food Network.
Milli Vanilli.
Listen, Will Smith.
West Philadelphia, born and raised. Can I speak now, motherfucker?
Yeah, my bad.
My fault.
Anyways, shit.
Well, amen.
No, I mean, I can't. What'd you say? No, I feel like I agree with what everyone was saying. To me, it's like everybody that I've met along life journey has shaped me in some type of way, whether it was positive, I said something positive or negative. Like, my mom's probably had the biggest impact on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so has my dad in ways. A lot of it is he's the type of dude is, do as I say, not as I do. that's how I looked at him as, because you know a lot of things that he's done. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Growing up, so I mean that, and I guess someone that's kind of forced me to grow up quick was my little brother. Because when I was like, when he was born, that's when I realized I gotta
This nigga
start.
didn't even turn it off.
I gotta start being, I had to grow up quick. I was only 12, but it's not, I helped my mom raise my brother since that time and do whatever I can. So, but that's really had the biggest impact or shaping me into who I am today.
Definitely. Family is first, man. Definitely should hit that switch though.
That's real shit, Keanu.
Keanu be saying some real ass shit sometimes, B. You wanna pause it? Wait for this?
Nah, it's fine.
It's
keep
fine?
going. Just keep going.
Alright.
Chug along. Just speak up with your chest.
Keep on going.
Say it with your chest, little ass nigga.
Why do you guys think kids nowadays want to be, well, not nowadays, but kids want to be more like celebrities than try to be like a doctor or a lawyer or like teachers or something like that?
Because they see how easy it is.
It makes, social media allows them, like you said, but allows them to idolize these guys.
You see another kid on TikTok making a lot of money, you want to do that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of kids making money on Twitch, just fucking videotaping their games and shit like that. And your kid's sitting there like, hey, I can do that shit too and make some money.
Facts.
True.
Facts.
You feel like
It's all about fast money.
Yeah.
Quick money. I mean, you told the kid nowadays, be a lawyer. And then they gotta look at what they got to do to be a lawyer.
Nobody wants to do that shit.
Same difference to be a doctor,
you gotta do
If you had to go to school for 12 years to play video games on TikTok,
amazing
on Twitch.
professions. Amazing professions.
And even then, you put yourself in so much debt with all that. And it's like, oh yeah, I won't even be able to, like, people are like, oh, but doctors and lawyers make a lot. Yeah, once you hit like 10, 15 years into that damn thing, because you had to fucking hustle and struggle to pay off your damn student loan.
Shit,
especially the rate that they're going.
All the kid has to do is start a Twitch page or a YouTube.
As a parent, should we be like, yo, that's cool, that you like that and shit, that you think that's cool, but we should be pumping this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be going to school, doing that, like, that's cool. You can do that in school, like, you know what I mean?
Well, that should always be the thing.
Yeah.
You should do that in school, but I mean, even a lot of parents are seeing like school's not even worth it. Going into debt like that, you can just go into trade school, and if you're already gonna do this and make money off of it, then do both. Why go into debt? So much debt. College is honestly just debt.
Well, we did just survive a whole pandemic, so we kind of need doctors. So, like, you know what I mean?
It's not the pandemic killed off all the doctors.
The people, yeah.
No, but I'm
people
saying
who
in the
wanna be
future we're gonna
doctors
need
are still gonna
more
be
doctors and shit.
But the people who want to be doctors are still gonna be doctors.
True.
So,
Yeah, true.
Also with a lot of the trades too. You see a lot of people don't want to be hands-on work. You got all the old people, they getting ready to retire. And they're looking for fresh people.
Mm-hmm.
Not much out there.
I need you to speak up when you say that. That thing's going. You all the way over there.
What do you say, Thomas? What do you think, Thomas?
I ain't saying shit, but
say it with your chest.
I try.
up, little ass nigga.
Piggybacking off of what you said about it being about fast money, and you said the question was why do children nowadays they rather be celebrities than do normal jobs or jobs that we actually need from the citizens in this country.
True.
Like I said, because of fast money, and also I feel like a lot of people don't want to study. They don't want to have to sit down and read for excessive durations of time. And really like be repetitive about it to get to a certain stage at whatever you choose to be your occupation. But really just people are lazy and everybody likes fast money.
They want to be great. They don't want to put the work in.
Everybody want to be great, but they don't want to.
I also think that goes into not a lot of people have the same old traditional values in certain areas that they used to. And you look at it and how it's also in our education. It's basically people don't want to work. They don't have that same value of, yo, I gotta, want to do this to get where I'm gonna be. Instead, they were like, I could do that, or I could do this. Like even the shit that we're doing right here, right now. We're still new. We're still trying to, we're working things out, this and that. We ain't gonna see no big significant jump probably until we hit 100 episodes or so. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take time, and it's just something that we're gonna have to hustle and grind for. But we're willing to put in the work.
True.
Not a lot of people would be like, "Hey, cool. I can see that guy making a lot of money doing this shit." They don't realize how long it took them to actually hit there and then blow up at one point.
Or what steps they took, what failures.
All it takes is one episode to be like, "Oh shit!" Someone sees it and then tweets it, whatever it is. A celebrity could do that and be like, "Oh, this is pretty dope." And you could be 80 episodes in at that point, or you could be 80 videos or shorts or whatever it is.
Shout out to one of our viewers, Michelle Cipriano. She said, "Lazy is one of the reasons why."
What up, Auntie?
Lazy. So,
Auntie.
All right, so. I feel like, I guess if as parents should we be,
that's kind of a oxymoron, kind of like a
telling our kids they need to go to college. Back in the days, I'd say yeah. Nowadays, you go to college to get a good job, right?
True.
So where you can get a job in which you can retire doing and, have a 401k and all that stuff. So I look at it like nowadays in which you can you can get a job making that great money, in which is beneficial and it's long lasting, it has longevity to where you don't need to go to college. That's not saying that can't be in your thoughts, because you guys can remember, bro, you can be 50 years old and go to college.
True.
So that never can, that time frame never stops.
Missy Elliott just graduated.
Facts.
Shout out to Missy Elliott.
So
I think she's a doctor now.
Dr.
You got Missy, Shaq went back.
So Dr. Shaq
got his doctor.
Yeah, you can always go back to college.
Shaq said he'd rather have you call him Dr. Shaq now.
Yeah.
To to rebuttal your answer with the reading. I would think that would just be depending on what field you're going. If you want to be an architect, how much? You want to be a construction worker, a plumber, or, you know what I mean, like,
I was gonna say the same thing. I agree with you, Thomas, to a certain extent.
yeah.
My little sister, she's going to be my friend. Right now she's doing her first 4 years of college, graduating this year. She procrastinates like a motherfucker. But she'll get that shit done.
Yeah. Get the shit that she needed. Yeah.
Yeah, but what does she ultimately have to do? Because you said she procrastinates, but she gets it done, right? But what does she do at the end? She reads. I said people don't want to read.
Yeah, you said read for a specific duration.
Eventually,
of time.
she puts in the work to get that.
What he's saying is that her reading is the timing at which needs to get that specific job or course or project done, not the reading that's going to take where I'm going to get this job done. I'll be ahead for the next fucking project that comes up in the next project. No, I'm going to read when it's time to read, and then I'm going to get the shit all A's and close that motherfucking book and wait till it's time to read again. That's what he is saying. So, you don't, depending on your profession, and then your lack thereof knowledge, and how much you can hold and obtain. How much reading do you really need to do, depending on the profession? You know, how much reading was they doing back in the days?
Way too fucking much.
I feel like depending.
For a profession?
You went to medical school, G?
For a profession? I didn't go to.
Back in the day, everything was typed out.
How many books did you
There was
have?
no sending you an email.
All right. So check this out. I like what you just said right here.
And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm being
No,
ass.
no.
My boy went to medical school.
Books front to back.
Listen, I'm about to go right
He
here.
went to medical school.
I went to. Something like it was a school to become a personal care assistant, CNA type shit like that.
Oh, I thought you went.
I
I thought you went to medical school for real.
No, it's you learn medical. You learn the medical shit.
You're in the medical field.
And then you can also become other things in that. I just wanted to become a personal care assistant because that's something that you'll be able to work at someone's house. You know, be able to stay, and sometimes you can stay in house with those people.
That's good money too.
So, to that's great money. I just didn't finish on it. Well, I graduated, but never went state certified because I basically graduated to say, yeah, nigga, I graduated. Yeah, you said I wasn't gonna do this shit. Fuck, I did that shit, motherfucker. But
I did it, but this is
nigga.
Sounds like me and the EMT
I'm
shit.
keeping it up, bro. I am literally keeping that shit 100. It was literally all girls, and it was two dudes that was in the other community. You know, so niggas knew. My grandmother didn't think I was gonna motherfucking graduate it, nigga. Like, but I did just to be like, nigga, I graduated. But to rebuttal of what you're saying, I only read when it was time to read.
Like test time.
Yes, like once I left school,
You didn't really read.
I wasn't reading. Like, I didn't pick up a fucking book unless I had to get ready for like. The most I did read though, no bullshit, is when it was time to do vocab. That's the most I read, and I didn't even really read. It was more memorizing.
Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta memorize certain
And those
words.
words he can tell you. Them words that you got to memorize, like 13 or 16 letters, and they don't make fucking sense.
But the hemoglobin, like you know what I mean.
You know,
Some weird
so
shit, the
but
osmosis.
Like for like Iceberg said, you know, I gotta revert to that depending on the.
You said she wants to be a vet. Yeah. Well, shout out to the young queen. Want to be a vet.
Big shouts out to the young queen. My cousin Key, I think she was I think she still might be one right now.
Well, shout out to her too.
She stay coming home like with a tough ass dog. I be like, yo, like right now she got like a Frenchie. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, let me get that.
Let me get that.
I mean, we all know Jordan don't like to read.
What'd you say?
He told us though when we talked about comic books. He said, "You know, I don't read."
Oh,
it's okay when I say that.
Yo,
He said, "Fuck you."
This nigga just brought that shit up like, yo, what the
I can read.
fuck?
I didn't say you can't read. I said you don't like to read.
I don't like to read.
You just said it. You don't read.
Get this book away from me. No.
It's got pictures.
He said, no. I don't want to read this book.
Don't do that.
I'm like, so
That was a shot. That was a good.
That was left field. I was about to read the next topic and I was like, bang.
I had to bring it back to the comic book days.
If you want to read the next topic, it's a good chance of battery.
One of the toughest books, and I also had the privilege of watching the movie as growing up, was Fiddler on the Roof.
Mm-hmm.
Good book.
The one book I liked that I read was and they also made it into a movie. Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat.
I thought you was really gonna say it.
Did you guys ever see the movie 451?
No.
With The Rock?
Nah, that was with Michael B. Jordan was in it. But it was based on a book. and this is about like they kind of controlled what people read, and they burned books so you can only read what they tell you to read and shit like that. Like it was like a complete dictatorship of like. So it's like knowledge is power. So it's like whatever you're reading, they want you to control what you know. So you can only read. You can only have knowledge of this and this. Anything else, they burned it. So they burned all these books, the Bibles, whatever it is that people like. People's religions. There was no religion.
Yeah, they're trying to get
none of that. And it's like you had to think like everybody else thought.
Sounds like the 1800s.
Like I said, it's a good movie. But I mean, if you guys get a chance, read the book.
I remember
the book ends a little differently.
There was one.
What's the name of the movie?
Fahrenheit 451.
There was one book from I remember when I was a kid that it always stuck with me. It was that you guys ever read that book, The Hatchet?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I love
watched
that.
the movie too?
That the movie was good, right?
Yeah.
He goes in the river and he finds the pilot in the plane still. That shit was ill. That and Lord of the Flies and the K. I used to love those books.
Yeah, they came out with a few movies that were like based off of like shit that you read in school.
And Harry Potter.
Never liked that shit.
Love Harry Potter.
I read all the books.
Never liked that.
Like, 1948 was made into a movie, wasn't it?
Too many of them.
I think so.
And then
Too many.
Not enough.
The Witcher.
Wasn't 1984
Not
made
enough.
into a book?
1984.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
bro.
They need more Harry
That's
Potter.
what you meant.
What more Harry Potter?
Yeah,
I
movies.
was reading them shits in elementary school.
I was too.
It was too many segments for Harry Potter for me. The only shit that I would read that had a bunch of segments was Playboy.
Didn't you read 50 Shades of Grey?
That is who?
You definitely read 50
You
Shades.
definitely read 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Great book.
I never seen it.
Great book.
Why should be ashamed? We did. I'm not sure if you read the book, but we did watch the Hunger Games.
Definitely.
Didn't they just come out with a movie for like you read?
They're coming out with a new one of those.
Too? Are they?
The new Hunger Games, yeah.
I thought so. Are they? They was coming out with like new Harry Potter shit too.
3.
Wait, we wasn't recording?
I was. But you guys was talking about books too.
Shit, I was.
was good, man.
That was good.
So use it. Use it.
Keep
Hell
it
yeah.
rolling. We good.
Yeah, we back just
We back.
no one said that. We were just
Nah, you was good.
New Hunger
Hey, you
Games
was
movie
good. Hey,
and new Harry
Iceberg,
Potter
you
movie.
good, baby. It was just the fact that we was just
I
flowing.
was letting it go, man.
Yeah, nah, you good.
It was fucking asking me shit.
He's over here smacking in your ear. And you're like, yo, that's a good episode right now, Joe.
Yo, chill out, Reggie.
Yo, but my last question to you guys is, why is it nowadays people won't fight, and why do you think people are so quick to grab a gun?
Because
Why
these
you-
kids get their ass beat. Take away their pride.
man. If
I'll tell you one
If
reason.
they get their ass beat, they ready to grab the gun.
It's because of one website.
World Star. That's funny.
Why you think kids are scared to fight, and why you think they're quick to get a gun? That's what the question was.
It's cold in this moment.
Man up.
Nowadays, I think kids are scared to fight because their parents can't fight.
Bang.
So if their parents can't fight, that means they're not fighting, which means it's the next step. And that also ties into why they are quick to get a gun, because they can't fight. Also, I think it's because we see so much fucked up shit on YouTube, your Twitters and all of that shit.
Social media.
A lot of people don't like to lose no more.
So they don't want to end up on YouTube.
Sensitive.
get
Well,
it.
not even that, because it could be literally they're not trying to lose in front of their boy.
You're not gonna get the phrase. You don't want to be
You
taken
know,
to a knee.
They don't
And
wanna
sad
lose
to
that.
say, yes, motherfuckers is putting on World Star, but
They don't want to be knocked off
it
their high
ain't,
horse.
it ain't. The average person ain't throwing shit on World Star.
No. Because when it's in the midst of it, you're not.
You know, like that. It's those that that ain't got shit to do with the shit, and they in the cut, and they got it, and they already got a YouTube. I mean, a World Star account.
Oh, word.
Because you gotta have an account to even put something on motherfucking World Star.
Motherfuckers be word.
But it's if my boy, if a nigga's boy is right next to them,
That's exactly how it
or
niggas supposed to be fighting.
if a nigga's boy is right next to them, or they shorty or somebody like that, they ain't trying to lose. And if they do lose, they can't lose in front of them motherfuckers. So it's alright.
So it's ego and pride.
I got a ego, pride.
And parents can't fight.
Mom and daddy can't fight. And also nowadays I says easy access, because you cannot exclude that. It's easy for everybody. But, you know, before, I mean, we knew motherfuckers who had them, but you know, you had to go ask that nigga, and then you was scared to go ask that nigga, and then the odds of him giving it to you, it was, you know what I mean, because that was his shit. So, but now, I mean, it's a phone call for damn near everybody to get a gun.
That's sad.
And shit said that some people that you never know, that you think wouldn't even have it.
That's why I don't play with guns.
And rest in peace, because then you might get somebody hit that had nothing to do with the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Motherfucker don't even know how to shoot. End up shooting a fucking old lady or a little kid walking by.
Bullets ain't got names on it, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I mean, like where we work at, man, Iceberg. We definitely be trying to tell them kids like the difference, because like I say, this generation, they just think that
they're wild.
The hard, not even just wild, being hard or being that person is what is it.
They like live in a fantasy where they see some shit and they're like, I want that lifestyle, and think I gotta do this. And
not even that, because you got the fantasy lifestyle. I think
that recognition
is super early in life, because now it becomes what is around me. What's around me? So if he around me and he got motherfucking money, I'm trying to find out how he got that shit. You know, I need to find out how quick he got it. And if the way that he did get it is the drug game or the muscle game or whatever, I need to be that person ASAP. Not even knowing that what it took for Elon to get there is flipping a motherfucking 220s to an eighth, or eighth to a quarter to a half to a, like, he went through that whole process.
AP, so it kind of reverts back to what you were saying when we was talking about like kids wanting to be celebrities and shit. You can just use it in that aspect as well.
Facts.
They're not seeing, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. They seeing what's in front of them. You know how many? Not even saying that the kids know these athletes and these stars. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But how many lawyers walk by them?
Not too many.
How many doctors walk by them and like they can, hey, how you doing?
They can physically touch,
like shit like that, or they can conversate with, in which it's not a project or a meeting in which it's a bunch of them where they're about to get all talked to at the same time. You know, but they can go on one phone to the next, or go from one concert to the next and see that same motherfucking person they trying to beat. You know, motherfucker, oh, I want to be like Dirk. You see him on YouTube. Next month Dirk will be at your motherfucking be at the Coliseum in your town. Oh, word? Now I can go see him. Oh, so this is what he's wearing. Oh, all right.
Now I gotta try to get it.
I gotta try to get it.
Do you think the music could be influenced too? The drill music?
I'd say yeah, but I'd also say yeah, depending on where you're at.
If you're like, you know, if you're tied into that shit, like,
no offense, but I don't see how anyone. I'm living in Rhode Island now, so I'm gonna include myself. How can anyone in Rhode Island say that drill music affect them? There's nothing here that we live in that states that it's drill. That we need that fucking that shit to gravitate to. It's not hella fucking niggas walk around in basketball games with pipes on their hips.
Their environment's not like that, but like you said, they turn on YouTube and they listen to the music. Yeah, but like that, so they want to be like that.
But but think about the areas that are really infected by the drill. Where they live at is that shit. Where they live at, I mean, from here to fucking England, where they live at, when you see them videos and they doing them interviews, it's that shit where they live at. And they not saying, the most I would see that you probably hear when they like the introduction to it is like a Chief Keef. You know what I mean? Like the start of that movement of which would introduce them, but where they live at, that environment, you can say that them niggas live that shit. Now that the drill music was popping, that's the icing on the cake. Sprinkle, yeah, that's that. But them niggas live that shit. Chicago, them niggas live that shit. St. Louis, New Orleans, like they can go down at the drop of a dime. So it's easy to say for them, yeah, that drum is that shit pumped us up to a motherfucking different ball game. You know what I mean? That shit put us like, all right, let's like I'm ready now. So I hear the song. Like when 50 first came out. And niggas was on that 50 shit. I mean, he had, if you was part of that life, I mean, any song you hear from 50 was war.
I honestly feel like
Mobb Deep.
I feel it's all your interpretation. Like you, like for instance, not to use you as an example, but he might use it because he relates to that life. Jordan might use it because this gets me pumped for football games. You might use it because this shit helps me draw better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I get in the zone when I'm drawn to this music. You know what I'm saying? I feel it's all in your interpretation when it comes down to music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's all about what's gonna make. We all have different things that's my take on it. That's how I feel.
So you guys listen to my mixtape?
Yeah.
Art is meant to be interpreted.
Huh?
So now you guys listen to my mixtape, huh?
That's how I feel. Like,
who's gonna say Robbie?
Who? Oh, I don't care about what he's gonna
say. My mixtape. You guys listen to my drill mixtape?
No.
Nigga, I'm really in that. I'm really out there like that.
You don't like drill though? You guys don't like drill?
No. I like not like that. But to rebuttal you, Tony, right? The greatest rapper alive said this line right here. Scarface the movie did more than Scarface the rapper to me.
That's a bar.
Also, rebuttal what Tony said. Rod Wave does
finish the bar.
New song out. Go check
So
it out.
that'll explain what that shit happened to me.
You got a new song out. Go check it out.
You know, but
hey, Tony brought him in, so you know what I mean.
That the rap shit, you know, some can say it plays, but it's music, and then we know more than half the people who are saying a lot of these words don't live that life.
Why look at me for?
I was just looking, bro.
You said a lot of
if you wouldn't have said, nothing, I would have went back this way, nigga. You said
there's people out there that are glorifying and caping off that shit that ain't living that life.
Not living that life.
Remember, I remember if y'all saw, was it Vic Mensick went on to Everyday Struggle back in the day. And he's like,
straight, bro.
Yo, he told DJ Academics, like, I want to slap the shit out of you because you a bitch. You out here glorifying all this shit that's hopping out in Chicago, and I got people out here dying, and you out here doing this.
Yeah.
Like, DJ Academics is a bitch, anyways.
What did Good say to Tay Rock?
What?
About where he live at?
Oh, he said you live in a gated community. Nice living.
I mean, come on, man. Niggas is talking that shit. I feel like you find out where they live at. You live in a place where you don't even need a gun. Yeah, you still haven't learned, bro.
Bro, like
Fucking silent mode,
like
bro.
I never listened to music and was like say Tupac. I never heard Tupac shit and was like, yeah, I'm gonna be fucking thugged out and go fucking shoot somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? His music motivated me to do
I
something
know, right?
else.
Also, I'm thinking in my head,
What?
Jordan.
What? When have I ever acted like I wanted to shoot somebody?
No, it was just I'm gonna go fucking punch this person in the face instead.
Nah. If you cross the line, I got disrespectful. I punch you in your face. But
Definitely came out of the bathroom.
Darren, I'm pretty sure you wrote.
No, what I'm trying to say is I would never.
Stomach.
I would never. The music would never influence me to do something. I would like. That's what I'm trying to say. I should never use myself.
Yeah.
Yo, Jared took a magic marker and wrote Thug Life on his stomach. Don't even play.
Having a sandwich, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, when you shot yourself in the foot when you use Tupac.
I use myself as an example. I should have used like Thomas or something.
You gonna use anybody else but Tupac? You definitely were ready to kill a nigga. They say anything about the nigga. That's why I say shit to him about you about him.
For real, bro.
And you definitely started dressing like him.
Whatever.
At one point you came home, you were Thug Life, baby.
No, I wasn't.
He had Thug Life across the stomach. You know what I mean? He had the bandana going.
That was a lie.
Nigga even used to take my sister's dolls back in the day and toss them bitches like Brenda's had a baby and act like he found the baby.
Stupid.
Yo, that's dirty. But yo, fellas, I want to wrap this up. Before I start digging myself in a bigger hole. But
This nigga would stab you in the fucking neck. You said something about Tupac. This nigga gets mad if he has somebody fucking sample a Tupac song like, oh hell no, yo, they can't even use that. They're not allowed to. They're not even tough
But
enough.
Tupac can sample somebody
Oh,
else,
bro. Yo, Jared heard Polo G.
hits.
Yo, Jared heard Polo G use Tupac song beat, and Jared lost his fucking mind before even hearing the song. He said, who's this? I was like, Polo G. He's like, nah, he ain't even nah.
And he was saying some real shit. And I was like, nah. But anyway, I appreciate you guys as always. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the three amigos, fucking E, Iceberg, Snacks. You know what I'm saying?
Snacks.
But like always, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on Apple Music, Spotify, and Stitcher. Also follow us on Instagram at The Show RI.
Also,
Facebook.
be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Facebook, we coming hard.
On the lookout for the
on
Facebook
TikTok.
page, and we're on TikTok. And you know, we're the next best thing coming, G. So look out and stay blessed. And we appreciate you as always. We out.
It breaks my heart. They ain't believing us. We the best music. Play themselves.